6. Yeah.
And then it just stops. As it gets dark, they just leave.
They just stop because they cannot see at all in the darkness. They can see several spectrums of light beyond what we can. Like they can see beyond the violet and into the pinks and lavender spectrums. But they can't see at all at night. And they go into like a suspended animation. It's called torpor. And their respiration slow, their heartbeat slows, and their body is repairing from the day because they've had to consume their body weight just to get through the day. I think that's what gave rise to some of the mythology about the hummingbirds is like death and rebirth, and because they look dead when they are in torpor. It can take them 20 minutes to wake up from it. And because they're only out in daylight, it's very easy to assign them to the sun god. And when the sun's gone, they're gone. So
well, the coloring is so distinct with the sun.
There's 6 in every feeder right now.
and they'll get so that there's a couple up here that are like sharing one port.
Yeah.
And that's unusual.
And these are living by exterior too.
Sometimes they'll perch on your finger.
I thought their feeder, whatever claws or whatever, if they were, yeah. That would be
They almost shared one, right?
Yeah.
I thought his feet were on my
My guess is I'm getting low because they're going in deeper to get stuff. Is that possible?
It's just some of them eat that way.
Oh,
But if you think you might be low, grab one of the others.
oh, they're still going for it. So
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Each of the smaller hand feeders holds like a teaspoon,
Oh,
but they're only getting a little.
out of that each day.
Yeah. And the concentration in the hand feeders is higher sugar.
Oh,
It's a 50% solution
Oh,
for
it is?
them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gives them extra bang for the buck.
Really encouraging.
so do they suck it in and regurgitate it for their young? Or how?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's how they do that.
Yeah. They have, the females have like reservoir thing in their esophagus
Oh,
that collects the bugs and holds the little, and they literally squirt it down the baby's throat.
oh, okay.
They're like French farmers force feeding geese
Okay.
because they want those babies to grow up and get out of there.
Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah. As soon as they leave the nest, mom is done.
Yeah.
Hummingbird babies are not nurtured. They're born knowing when to leave on migration and where to go. It's pretty amazing.
Right in the dark, huh?
Because after this, they won't get anything more to eat until dawn.
Just like fish down.
Yeah. You think, do they communicate to
Oh,
the
yeah.
They, hey guys, we found something over here.
They do.
Of course, we have this every night, so it becomes more of a pattern in the whole. All over the place now. Put their feet on
Because
your...
there were two, yeah. So the one kind of backed up and I felt it was You got three there, Phil.
So even in the dark, that purple color
Yeah.
changes,
Purple
huh?
changes, doesn't it?
Gets darker.
Now, the ones with the black throat, you call the one with the black throat?
Black chin.
Black chin. And then that will look purple sometimes.
Yeah.
Reddish.
It's not a pigment, it's an iridescence.
Yeah.
It's microscopic air bubbles on translucent feathers
Oh,
that prism the light.
oh, okay.
It could be like having a kaleidoscope on their face.
They kind of feel it's their last hurrah. They see it getting dark.
And it's kind of like the twilight truce is in effect, you know.
Live and let live for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for this.
It's, what is it, the Palm Springs, what's your site on YouTube?
Palm Springs Hummingbirds. You'll be on tonight.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Look at the camera and say Slava Ukraine. I'm serious.
See, okay,
Slava Ukraine.
Slava.
Health to Ukraine?
Slava Ukraine.
Slava
Slava
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Slava Ukraine.
Yeah. Glory to Ukraine.
Okay.
Glory.
We are not Trump voters.
You know, really don't know that I've had any Trump voters get past my 3-inch bodyguards.
They sense it. There you go.
The representative in the House for our district, Calvert, he's afraid to come to Palm Springs because he has a documented history of bigotry
Oh,
Oh, really?
of all kinds.
of all time.
Yeah, yeah. He drives on streets with names, Spanish names, and is into white supremacy. So, yeah. But he's afraid of Palm Springs. We'll throw shit at him. We don't.
But we got them everywhere now.
And then it'll be like somebody,
Right about.
yeah. All of a sudden they'll just,
come home.
yeah.
Come home with something.
Street lights came on, you gotta go home.
It's interesting in your story how much the natural world is related to healing. So you experience healing in these relationships.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
Well, and I use the hummingbirds when I'm talking about my recovery
Yeah.
because
Where?
sometimes, you know, one day at a time
I had a
is
seagull
too
swoop
much.
on me,
Yeah.
So I could be with the hummingbirds, and it's one moment,
Yeah.
and there are moments that happen so quickly that when you realize it has happened, it's already over.
Yeah. Exactly. But at least you're sharing this.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I had a woman from Vancouver, and one of the hummingbirds came to her hand feeder, and it like was one flick of the tongue and gone.
Yeah.
And so I said, "Can you describe what just happened?" And she was like, "Well, it landed and then it didn't." And I told her, you know, that all took place in an 80th of a second.
Yeah, exactly. A moment. Every moment.
Well, you can see it's thinning out.
Now it is a way, isn't it? I can see them flying away too when I get to that tree over there.
They don't think it's connected to you.
We don't what? Judy's not hitting me?
I've never seen that one pick it up, too.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Bad business, yeah.
Like they just all got the message. ones that stay until the very end are usually ones that have a regular spot close by that they reselect.
One more here.
I know. There was.
What an experience. Thank you
Yeah.
so
You're very
much.
welcome.
Can we come back sometime?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Very much so.
Yeah, what an
It's a lot of
experience.
fun. Seeing it happen for somebody else the first time takes me right back to when it first happened to me. And I had to do things like remind myself to breathe. And then I'd have to gulp a breath, and that would scare them. Or they'd get real close, and I'd get all excited.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And feel free to come by because this time of year, this is going on all day.
Okay.
Almost always 15 to 20.
Okay. Well, very fun. Glad we can do it. Thanks so much.